Good morning, students. In the previous videos, we were on chapter 1, and today it is the last question of chapter number 1. It is your writing task. You are supposed to design a poster for your how to save water during summer and when it is available in excess. You are supposed to read the question completely. I will tell you what are the main features of a poster and how you are supposed to highlight the points in the poster. I have made a poster. For example, a poster can be a colorful one and it can be a black and white one. So, this is a poster that I have made for the donation of eyes to encourage people to donate eyes. You can use pictures, you can draw something, and you can use some slogans also. The thing is that whatever you want to highlight, firstly there must be a proper outline, then some pictures you can draw, and then in a capital letters whatever you want to highlight you can put those things like donate eyes to bring light. These things I want to highlight, and this life I want to highlight them. I have put them in capital letters, and then come to illuminate the dark, and then the poster. Who issued this that poster? Issued by iBank, Pratapnagar, Delhi. Very easy. Okay. Let's start your poetry section. Dust of Snow. It's a beautiful poem written by Robert Frost. So basically, firstly, I will tell you something about Robert Frost. He was born in 1874 in San Francisco, California, in United States of America. He was born. In his lifetime, he won more than one Pulitzer Prize and attended Harvard University. So, what is the basic theme of this poem? The theme is what the poem talks about. In this poem, the poet is trying to tell us that the best things in life are free. This is the basic theme of this poem, that the best things in life are free. So, before explaining you the poem stanza wise, I will tell you the basic summary of the poem. It is a beautiful poem, very short one, written by the famous poet Robert Frost. Though the poem is very brief, it's not like that. If it is a very short poem and it's a very brief poem, it doesn't have any significance meaning. It is very significant, and it has a significant meaning lies in it. I have told you in the theme also, the meaning is that the best things in life are free. So this poem stands for guiding a person who has lost all hopes and the person was very sad. The falling of dust of snow has changed the mood of that person. The person is a poet. The poet was sitting under a hemlock tree. He was quiet and upset. But suddenly a small incident happened and it changed poet's mood into a happy mood. So the poem teaches us that we should not be so quick. We should not be so desperate in losing hope. We should not be so quick in losing hope, because there is always an opportunity to change the sad mood into a happy mood. Do you agree with me? Obviously, so many things are there. So now I am going to explain this brief poem stanza wise. The way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. So basically, what is the meaning or explanation? It is, in this stanza, the poet is talking about a winter day when all the treetops were covered in masses of snowflakes. Means all the trees were covered in snow. It was a winter day or day of winter season. This was the North American conifer. It is a kind of tree. The name of tree is hemlock. It is known as the hemlock. Why the tree is named so? Because its smell resembled that of the European plant from which the poison known as hemlock was made. So, hence, by virtue of this name, this tree was not one that you could associate with anything positive. So, there is a negativity in the name of the tree because it resembles the European plant from which the poison known as hemlock is extracted. So, there is a negativity in the name. However, a crow alighted on this tree suddenly, and because of that sudden motion, the mass of snowflakes atop it fell down on the poet like rain. You can imagine you are sitting under a tree, it is covered with snow. Suddenly, a bird, crow, came and sat on a tree. Obviously, snowflakes are so light they will fall on you like rain. So, this was the situation. The snowflakes were so light and minuscule that the poet thought they looked like white and immaculate dust particles. Means they are so light, they are like dust of snow. This shower of snowflakes from the hemlock tree is evidently the subject matter of this poem since it touched the poet in some way. So, these particles, this incident, sitting of crow and falling of snowflakes on the poet, they are the very important part of this poem because they changed the mood of the poem. They are the turning point for the poet and this poem because in the beginning poet was sad. Why he was sad? Because in a winter in a winter season, in a winter night, on a winter day, everyone wants to sit at home in a warm environment, but because of certain reason, poet had to go somewhere. And on his way, while he was taking rest, he sat under that hemlock tree. Hemlock, the name itself, it is joined with certain negativity. So he was feeling very bad. But suddenly, this incident, falling of snowflakes because of that crow, happened and it changed the mood of the poet. Now, next paragraph, stanza, has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had rued. So, in this stanza, the poet explains to us exactly in what way that shower of snowflakes had an effect on him. What was the effect of those snowflakes? Clearly the poet has explained change of mood. So he says that it changed his mood. That is to say, he had been in a sullen mood. Sullen means sad mood. In addition to this, there was another effect that the shower of snowflakes had on the poet. He says that particular day was one that he had been looking forward to, and in fact it was not going too well either. His day was not good. First thing, it was it changed its poet's mood in a happy manner. Second thing, the day was not going according to his plannings. He had to go out. He was not feeling good for the day also, means he was not having a good day. So he had decided in his mind that particular day would go waste. He had decided about the day also that this day is going to be wasted. So two things had gone into a positive manner. One thing, poet's mood. Second thing, poet's day. However, the shower of dust like snow on his shoulder changed his mind. It made him feel that the day had not been a complete waste. At least some part of the day had been pleasant. Means he felt so good in that. He felt so good by those dust of snow. So, this is the basic explanation of the poem. Other things we will study in the next video. Go through the poem and whatever I have taught you about the poem. Thank you. Have a nice day.